Early clouds to sunshine on Friday. Good Thursday night, East Tennessee. David Aldrich, Captain Accurate here from the Captain Accurate Weather Command Center. Well, we did it. We hit a record high today. I thought we could do it yesterday as well, but that was not the case. But today, we did it resoundingly. The record high is 79, set back in 2023 and in 1996. It was a twofer, but now it's replaced with the year 2024. So anytime we look at the data from the 7th of November, it's going to have this marking of 82 degrees. We hit 79 in Morristown. It was 80 in Oak Ridge and 82 in Sevierville, Maryville, as well as Tellico Plains and Athens. A very warm day. Given the normal high this time of year is 63. We were 19 degrees above normal for the high. But look at the low, my friend. It was 64 degrees. It was 24. Just 24 degrees above normal. Oh, that's nothing. Well, what if it were 24 degrees below normal? Oh, we would have a panic. There'd be there's something wrong. Everything's falling apart. But today, people kind of go about their business, right? It was 40 degrees would be the typical low this time of year in November, but 64 was how we started. And the record low, 21 degrees, that was set back in 1967. Oh, and did I mention we picked up some rain? Just 0.01 inches. So we picked up 1/100th of an inch, not a big deal. There was also a record high today in Johnson City. The Tri-Cities hit 82, while it was 81 in Chattanooga from earlier this afternoon. Let's talk about what everybody's talking about this Saturday. It's the game and the game forecast. Well, you'll love it that I have not wavered in my lack of rain expectation. The game, of course, is Mississippi State. The time, 7 o'clock, I expect increasing clouds. That's still my expectation. I think we'll still be in the 60s. I had us at 67 for kickoff, but I had to modify that to 65. No big deal. But we're still going to end the fourth quarter, I believe, in the lower 60s. We're 7-1. They're 2-7. Of course, we're focused on Georgia, I'm sure, if not before this game, after this game, but we've got to play one game at a time. By the way, the Captain Accurate Weather app with Pete Michaels traffic is all new. There is an update. It's version 6.9.1. What does that mean for me? Well, for you, it means a 10-day forecast. That's pretty sweet. Pick any town in the country, or the globe, for that matter. You want a 10-day forecast for London, England? You got it. You want a 10-day forecast for Tokyo, Japan? We got that too. And 48 hours of hourly data, so you've got hour-by-hour power outages. That's on the map now. You just pick the county or the state of which you want to see. And the drought monitor, which came out, by the way, today, is at your fingertips. You can see, or will see, that the dryness is getting worse. Yes, more counties are shaded in yellow now as of the latest report. My Winter Weather Outlook is still online if you want to join us. Premium service subscription is only $4.99 a month. It's a bargain. It's not only a 15-plus minute video that helps you plan on what's coming, so you're not flat-footed like some of you were in January when we were slammed with 8.5 to 12 inches of snow. Yes, that's what we got. Martin Luther King Day weekend. And, of course, this winter may be vastly different, or it could be similar, but I think the timing will throw people off. Just so you know, if it can be super warm now, just imagine how that pendulum could swing in the near future. Ultimate Doppler Radar, not showing much at all from the Ultimate Doppler Radar, presented by your local Marco's Pizza. Got a little bit of ground clutter, but some of you did get a speck of rain. As I mentioned, the airport picked up 0.01 inches, and some of that may have come in this morning. By the way, Marco's Pizza can be accessed by marcos.com. We've got locations virtually all over East Tennessee. We've got Hardin Valley. We can include Farragut and Maryville in that equation. Fountain City and Halls, Oak Ridge, Middlebrook Pike and Ebenezer Road. And did I mention they deliver? Oh, they do that too. They are big sponsors. They give back quite a bit to the community. No Kid Hungry. Also, East Tennessee Children's Hospital is on their list of things they give back to. So it's wonderful. They've got a magnificent pizza for less than $10. But if you want something extra, that's me. I like to throw in not only the pepperoni, but the Italian sausage, the mushrooms, the green peppers, the onions, and the original sauce with the signature 3 cheeses. If that's up your alley, right? You like to think that they've got that. They got the all meat, and they've got the garden variety. You could just pick and choose. They have so many great options on the Marcos.com website. By the way, there's some snow falling continuously in the Rockies, not far from Denver, where they're still under winter weather advisories and also winter storm warnings in pink. It's amazing how much snow that's falling out there. And yes, in the Gulf of Mexico, we're still watching Rafael. This is the storm, a hurricane that has caused some big havoc across western Cuba, where they've had up to 12 inches or more of rain. And this storm, while it has a lot of bark, but not a lot of bite from this point forward, because it's going to move away from the United States. It has every indication of moving toward Mexico and not Texas. It is going to move west, which I anticipated, but probably moving much further south and west than I had first thought from earlier the week. But even still, it's not going to have an impact. Raphael's range will not come here. It will not be captured, as it were. As you can see, where's it going? It's getting pushed further south, right? So it's moving away from Corpus Christi. It's a far cry from Houston, which some folks in Houston might say, we need the rain, but they're not getting the rain. Certainly not from this storm. Hurricane Raphael will likely fade away early next week. That's the track from the Hurricane Center. Now, this 20% chance of a new storm, got a little aggressive there, put it there twice. But that would be Sarah if we get another storm. And I thought, and still think, that hurricane season pretty much shuts down by the 15th of November, even though officially it ends on the 30th of November. Tracking some clouds, tracking some radar returns some specks near of green near Nashville. Doesn't look like much, but I think we're going to look at a partly to mostly cloudy sky in the overnight period. Headlines, record heat today. We've covered that. Early clouds of sun tomorrow. And yes, I do think we're going to go in reverse on Saturday, meaning the sunshine that we get comes early and we'll start to cloud back up. It'll become partly sunny, if not mostly cloudy, by the time the ball game gets underway at 7 p.m. Futurecast shows something very interesting to note. You'll notice that this front's kind of stalled, right? So it puts some shower opportunities across the Carolinas and Georgia. I don't see the rain that you see here. I think this is just model noise as we'll go from early clouds to more sunshine for the balance of the day. That's because the blue H that's hiding behind the banner over Illinois begins to march this way. It starts to maybe drift in this direction, so we'll see some nice sunshine for the balance of Friday afternoon. And then on Saturday morning, it's nice and bright to start, but then this front's approaching. And you can see there's 5:15. Wait a minute. Doesn't the game start at 7? Yes. Isn't that rain heading in this direction? Well, not exactly. It looks like it's headed toward central Kentucky, right? There's 7:45. We're well into the first quarter and perhaps approaching halftime. There's 2:15 in the morning. It's not coming here for the game. It'll get here eventually on Sunday, but it's not going to affect the game. So if you got a ticket, you're A-OK. Futurecast shows by 8 o'clock, 8:15 Sunday morning. It is on the doorstep of East Tennessee, and we do get some rain. I think it's a 40% chance by day, 60% chance at night, as this front may still come down very slowly as it advances from west to east. So let's get to the nitty-gritty. How about the fog situation in the morning? Friday morning might have some fog in the Smokies, foothills, perhaps around La Follette, Jellicoe, and across the Kentucky state line. That's a possibility. That's a projection of 8 o'clock in the morning. So there could be patches, but nothing maybe debilitating. I don't think any dense fog advisory is in the offering. But tonight, 61 the low, partly to mostly cloudy, and some patches of fog, light and variable winds 0 to 5. For tonight, we're down to 57 for Oneida, Scott County. Sunbright, Wartburg, 57. Crossville, Lake Tansy, 57. About 58 for Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, 59. Morristown, and Jefferson City. Friday's high, only 76. That's a far cry from 82. But it's still warmer than the 63-degree average. Early clouds give way to sun. It's warm, but not as warm. Winds are hardly moving. But if you're in Wartburg, 73. If you're in Crossville, 72, and expect a high in Newport, Del Rio, Parisville at 76 degrees. Wears Valley, Maryville about 76 and 80 for our friends in Tellico Plains. Here's your Captain Accurate Weather Authority forecast for Knoxville, East Tennessee. 75 on Saturday, sun to clouds. We bring in Veterans Day. I think there could be some spots of rain in the wee hours of the morning, probably tapering off by 8 or even 9 a.m., right? Because it's going to move toward the Smokies and exit stage right. But I think for the parades, if there's any parades going on at 11 a.m., because it is, after all, it's the 11th hour, the 11th day, the 11th month. That's what we signify Veterans Day. So it's going to be dry for the parades, but early morning commute, certainly some spots of rain may linger because we've got a 60% chance Sunday night. I think that's the crescendo. Your best chance of rain for your lawn and my lawn of getting some rain will be Sunday night. And then there's another round coming in on Thursday, but that's not a misprint. Thursday is 10 degrees cooler than Tuesday, and Tuesday looks delightful. A comfortable 71, mostly sunny, but next Thursday, 61. The question is, how cold can it get? That answer you may find in the 10-day forecast on the app. but you can really find out the next 2 weeks to 30 days on the Captain Accurate Premium service, which we've been talking about tonight. By the way, the Captain Accurate weather app with Pete Michaels Traffic is free. There's no cost involved. Just have to download it. Go to the App Store, Google Play, and search the 2 words Captain Accurate. Well, my name is David Aldridge. Some people call me Captain Accurate. It's the weekend. I'll be live streaming tomorrow morning. We're talking more about fall color, fall foliage, who has some leaves, and who's doing more raking. We're going to talk about the rake alert for some of you tomorrow morning. So check us out on YouTube, Facebook at 6:40. You can watch it later on in the morning when it's convenient for you. Well, my name is David Aldridge. We'll see you here next time. Take care.